Hey, this is Zaynah Bear, and you're tuned in to Rolling Out.
All right, cool. So first things first, you're here at Atlanta Loves Hip Hop 50th anniversary of Hip Hop Celebration, Jazzy Face Celebration, Athlete's Foot, Remy Martin. Who are you here tonight to support, really?
I honestly didn't know any of that was going on. My friends were like, hey, you want to go to this family skating event? And I was like, I want to learn how to skate. So
Oh, wow.
I just came to do that.
So you don't know how to skate?
I can't skate for shit.
Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So I guess, how long have you been down here in Atlanta?
How long have I been here in Atlanta?
Yeah, in Atlanta.
I'm from here, so.
Oh, you from? Oh, okay. This is like an Atlanta thing, like skating. Like, I mean, not professionally.
Yeah.
But
And it's like I used to go to Golden Glide because I grew up on the east side.
Okay, right.
But I haven't really skated since I was in like elementary school.
So you can skate. You just
I
haven't
used
done it.
to know how.
Right.
And then I tried again as an adult, and I couldn't at all.
Okay. All right, cool. So I guess, just like, what are you really looking forward to tonight, other than, I guess, relearning, retraining yourself how to skate?
I'm looking forward to what this event is actually about. Like,
Wow.
When I came here, the parking was all fucked up. I'm like, damn, everybody's sure excited to skate.
Sierra might be here. I thought this
I
Jazzy
didn't
Face
know
event,
that.
the Sierra might be here later tonight. That's just
dope.
some of the things that's going on right now.
It's good that I'm here then. I'm going to document it.
Were you ever like a Sierra fan growing up, or any Sierra
Of
songs that you like
course.
growing up?
I was doing the Matrix with everybody else. And goodies.
I want to ask you, kind of like carving your lane on social media, like, what was it like growing up, being kind of like not the stereotypical, prototypical, whatever you want to call it, black girl that you saw on TV all the time growing up? What was it like for you growing up?
It was irritating, especially, being called an Oreo growing up. Although I do feel like I had it easier than some other people because for school, I went to an art school. So, like, elementary to up to 7th grade, it was kind of hard. But, like, once you graduated into the high school where it's more, what's it called, consolidated, if that makes sense, because you have to like audition to get into the high school, and you have to have your specific artistic disciplines you want to go into. So there were more weirdos in that school for me to be comfortable with. I was still an outcast just because I didn't have any fucking friends, and I didn't know how to make them. But it wasn't because I was like quirky anymore. It was just because I was fucking antisocial.
So what school was it? The Cap School of the Arts?
Yeah, the Cap School of the Arts.
The same school Donald Glover went to?
Yeah, and Lloyd.
And Lloyd. So I guess, like, just kind of seeing those two guys' success and everything like that, like, how often did you kind of look at their journeys and their paths throughout the years?
I never really looked at it closely. I never felt like I could relate as much because I was kind of going on a different path than them. Like Lloyd, I'm not a music artist. And Donald Glover, I didn't really know too much about his work until high school. And then I was like, oh, this is cool, but I'm not a rapper.
All right.
But I've also had, like, more recent people to kind of look up to. Like Baby Tate, she's on the up and coming, and she's from, like, she was in the same class as me in high school. So, like, seeing someone that's my age doing it is very inspirational, especially somebody that I knew since elementary school.
Yeah. I didn't know Baby Tate went to the Cal School of the Arts.
Yeah, she went to the elementary school, too.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, all right, cool. Like, that just cleared up a lot of okay, all right. So now for you, growing your social media following, like, kind of how did that all start for you? Like, what was it, like something that you were always into skits growing up? Like, how did that come about?
No, honestly, it was a confidence exercise for me. Because at some point I decided to like actively work on my self-esteem. And part of that was like not being afraid to be seen, because I definitely would like dress down so nobody would look at me. I wouldn't talk to anybody type thing. And I wouldn't ever really take pictures of myself even. So like posting videos on the internet was kind of like the the toughest form of exposure therapy that I could think of, because I'm putting myself out there for however many people to see. I never expected to go viral, so like that was a whole nother beast in itself. So now it's just like, damn, 100 million people have seen me. Like, this is different.
I was about to ask you, going from that just to try to get yourself out there, and then kind of, in a way, almost accidentally going viral and becoming famous online. I guess, how do you deal with that now? Of like people like me, I saw you walk through the door. I said, "Hey, you're the girl from the internet." Like, like how do you deal with that now?
It it kind of warms my heart, to be quite honest, because like I'm really just being myself online in ways that I was never brave enough to do growing up. And now it's just like, damn, this whole time, like, people like this shit? I could have had friends. And now it's like, people genuinely love me. Like, I get so many messages and comments about, like, how I inspire people. And that just makes me feel so good to, I don't know, make other people more comfortable stepping out of their, like, bubble, if that makes sense. But, yeah, it's just like, wow. Like, this is my genuine self that I'm showing people, and people fuck with it. That's crazy.
Have you started monetizing this in any way on social media and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's my full-time job right now. I'm not, making the big bucks on it.
Right.
But it pays the bills.
Enough to pay the bills.
Yeah.
So, like, there's a lot of people who are on their phones right now on social media trying to figure out how to make enough money to pay their bills and make this their job. I guess, just like, what was the process like that for you? Like, I guess, like, first couple of videos, you start growing a following, 1,000 followers, 10,000. Like, what was that process like in a timeline?
Honestly, most of my income just came from being accepted into the Facebook Reels bonus programs. So, I kind of just, like, looked at my, what is it? It's another word for statistics.
Analytics.
Analytics. There we go. Just looked at my analytics. Pay attention to them. Like how many views do I need to make this amount of money? So I can like create a budget for the month or what have you. And I also got an agent. I'm working on securing brand deals because with my following, I really should be making a lot more money than I'm making right now. But I'm figuring it out.
So it's just like something that you're playing by ear for real.
Yeah, and it's also something that I have to like get over the fear of asking for shit. Because of course there will be a lot of brands that will offer you free clothes or whatever to do a video for them, but like a t-shirt is not going to pay my bills,
Right.
So just be like turning down offers that are beneath me and asking if they have a budget instead of just like free product. That makes me nervous. But I'm figuring out how I can do it in a way that's not going to make my stomach turn.
Well, what's one story that's been most heartwarming since you first went viral? Of like someone approaching you said, "Hey, you did this for me. I didn't know that I could do this. I didn't know there were other people like me out there."
It was really this one person that kind of brought to my attention that I was like representation for the neurodivergent community. So a lot of people with ADHD or people that are on the autistic spectrum can really relate to a lot of my content, and especially like people's kids. A lot of people will say like they're neurodivergent kids whenever they see my dancing or what have you. Like they start to mimic it, or like it makes them smile or calms them down, and that like really. That makes me so happy. Or there have also been people that have gone through like tough times, like people that lost family members or people who are going through a bad depressive episode, because I'm very open about my depression as well. And like sometimes people will say like if they can't find a reason to smile that day, they can find a reason on my page. And I don't know, it just makes me feel so good that it's also surprising that I'm actually helping people with this dumb shit. Like, it actually brings joy to people. It makes people's days better. And it's like, it makes me feel like I'm doing something that matters.
And then, I guess wrapping up now, like, there's a billion other questions I can ask. We could probably get to that later. But right now, in 2023, the last quarter, what can Black men do to better support Black women?
What can Black men do to better support Black women? I guess listen to them. Because even when I speak about like harassment, because I get harassed every day.
Well, that was the thing that I wanted to ask you about, and I was like, well, I guess I can ask that in this question of how we can support you better.
Yeah, but
being an online girl, it's like, it's obviously like, okay, it's good to go viral, and it's good to have like, you know, people, you know, like your look. That also comes with creeps, especially on the internet.
Yeah.
So you know, like what can we do as Black men to, I guess, support you in those times or whatever when you're feeling harassed, feeling like stalker, you know, to be like, yo, shut that down. Like, how can Black men do that better?
Don't discredit what the women are saying. I noticed that a lot of the times that I speak out on harassment and say like, hey, I'm not okay with y'all doing this shit. A lot of the men will tell me that, you know, what else did you expect when you decided to put yourself on the internet? Or like, this comes with the territory, you have to just deal with it. Whereas the women were more empathetic because, like, I mean, if you look at my content, there's nothing really suggestive about it. It's all wholesome shit. But I got people saying the most foul things under my post, and it makes me super uncomfortable because I don't put myself out there like that. But a lot of the men will be like, well, like, if you didn't want people to say these things about you, then you shouldn't have put yourself on the internet at all. I'm like, damn, I can't exist in public. So it would just help to have like more compassion and like actually listen to what some of the women are saying instead of being quick to defend men that you don't even know.
All right, well, I appreciate the time so much. Thank you for stopping by, rolling out, and speaking to us today.
Thank you.